Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Iris. Today I'm going to share with you guys something I purchased recently from Ulta. Over the years, I have been less impulsive shopping, but more of a do my homework, check the online review, and then according to my own situation, then place the order. I think I've been wiser in terms of shopping nowadays. So this one probably won't be a crazy haul from Ulta with like thousands of dollars spent. If that's what you're looking for, I'm probably not your cup of tea. I do think those things I purchased recently worth a shout out because some of them become something I cannot live without. Okay, so let's jump into the first one I got for this haul. So the first item I have is a cosmetic one. This is the only eyeshadow palette I purchased for this year so far. I think I did a pretty good job restraining myself from splurge too much on the makeup because I feel like I had more than enough. But sometimes needs and wants are two different things. So the one I got is from Dose of Colors. I know the existence of this eyeshadow palette for a long time, but at that time it was a limited edition palette, and by the time I realized that, it was already sold out. But something cool about this brand is they do hear customers' review and they decide to bring this back. I was so excited to see it from Ulta, even though the price wasn't really that friendly. It is $50 for the retail price. You got 10 eyeshadows, which is like $5 per eyeshadow. It is not cheap. However, I feel like I can't erase this eyeshadow palette off my brain because the design is quite unique. The hidden treasure. I know a lot of people complain about the layout of this eyeshadow palette, but for me, this is what I fall in love. I find it to be a very interesting design, and because it brings me a joy when I use it. I don't know if that makes sense to you. For me personally, I don't like eyeshadow palette, you know, the black bottom and you have eyeshadows on top and nothing special of the design per se. You just see a logo. That's why I don't really like a MAC at the first place, even though I do like their formula. I think those people really care the experience of using a product as well. Not like some people, they're like, oh, as long as the product is good, I don't care if they're in a Ziploc. However, I do wish there's one more eyeshadow there. I think they can totally fit one there. Yeah. That would be cool. And I wish it's more like a matte pearl vanilla color to put a base of the eyes. Yeah. Okay, so enough about the design, the formula. You know, I've heard a lot of people recommend Dose of Color, even their lip line. But I think I want to start with the eyeshadows. They do have the smaller eyeshadow palettes, but they're all matte. So I figured I want to start with the bigger eyeshadow palettes first. This one you got 5 metallic eyeshadows and 4 mattes and 1 shimmer, which is this one. I found that those metallic ones are really foil on my eyelid. I really like the formula. Also the matte ones are very buttery, easy to blend. It meets all the needs of my daily usage. I feel like I can reach this eyeshadow palette all the time without wasting a bit. I would say for my next trip, I probably will bring this eyeshadow palette with me because I just like it so much. Oh, and one thing about the name, you can see pearl, crown, gemstone, locket, you know, diamond, map, key, ruby, coin. I feel like they really put their passion and design into this eyeshadow palette. I mean, they could just use a very generic packaging style instead of create their own molds. I believe you gotta spend extra money for that. Yeah, so this is an eyeshadow palette I purchased from Ulta this year so far, and I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so moving on to the second one I have is more like a skincare. Is it skincare? Oh, maybe. Something you put on your face. It's not a moisturizer, if you wonder. It's actually from this brand called Therapeutic Derma E, and it's their Scar Gel. Look like this. I kept the package just for the reference, and then I'm gonna throw it away after this video. I've never tried their products ever, but I heard one of the YouTubers talking about this, and the purpose of me purchasing this product is that I hope I can improve my acne scars. You know, I'm not those people lucky enough not having acne in my life. During my teenager years, I always have acne here and there, not super crazy. It's just really bugging me even now, still going on. But like, does that mean I'm still young, or it's just hormone imbalance, I don't know. So I do have some acne scars there, and also on the cheekbone as well. It says kiss scars goodbye. This non-oily gel is proven to significantly improve scar texture, color, and overall appearance for softer, healthier looking skin. It can also be used for burns, sunburns, calluses, and stretch marks. Obviously I don't have stretch marks, but some people on the review section of their website saying it helps the stretch marks. Comment down below if you think it's true. Mainly for me, I just want to kill those acne scars. It's 100% vegan, GMO-free, cruelty-free, eco-ethical, gluten-free, soy-free, recyclable, wind energy certificates. Pretty good brand. I think this company really care about our Mother Earth. I've been using this thing for a while, but I can't say, oh, this is amazing. Don't go to get those laser things done at those places. The problem of anything like this, you have to put an effort and stick with it for months. I did check their direction. It doesn't say you can apply it on the whole face. It's mostly for where you want the improvement on your face. But oftentimes, I always forget this step. I just slap on my moisturizer and get out of the door. Because I was like, oh yeah, my face is fine, I got enough moisturizer. And then I totally forgot this. The texture, let me show you, is this like gel looking thing. No color, slightly smell, but doesn't smell like onion at all, if you're ever curious about that. I found it absorb very well and leave this kind of like cooling sensation on my face. I like to use it. I like the feeling, the texture of it on my face. It's just, I think it takes more time to see the difference. And in the meantime, I also use other kind of acid products as well. So I don't know which one really helps, but it's probably my last resort before I do some laser and crazy things on my face. I really hope it works because it retails for $19.99 for 2 ounce. It's a pretty nice price. I always check the website and find out they have like buy one and the second one for half price in Ulta. So you can wait on that to purchase it and try it out for yourself. Okay, so moving along to the next one I want to talk about is a daily moisturizer from Angelo Naturals. It's their Ultra Sheer Daily Defense Facial Lotion with SPF 18. Retail for $19.99. You got 2.7 ounce, which is not too bad. Considering if you're buying something with age-defying solutions for dry skin, dull and flaky, premature aging, fine lines, and wrinkles. Scary, huh? So over the years, I found myself purchase more skincare products than cosmetics because I'm a true believer of good skin is very vital for creating a beautiful makeup look. So this is the one I got, and I do like it. If you ever wonder, it's a non-GMO product, and I feel like nowadays if I ever buy any daily moisturizer, I always should infuse with SPF sunscreen functions because I think sunlight will really aging your skin fast if you don't have any protection, especially during summertime. This one on Ulta website says they have bioactive 8-berry complex to help defend against UV and environmental damage. I don't know, I just feel like it's worth trying with 2.7 ounce and only $20. It doesn't really hurt. Nowadays I just want to use a very generic kind of moisturizer instead of something crazy. I am more emphasized on the oil and the serum because I think that if these two are good, you only need a light moisturizer. I have to say for my mom's generation, they're more like just one facial moisturizer. That's it for skincare, but I feel like for me, I need a lot of things. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, oh, it's getting warmer. My skin probably needs less attention. Let's just shift it to something cheap. And then I found out my skin just feel like it's turning flaky. I was like, oh. Facial mask time. I need to rescue it. Yeah, so I do think you need to invest in some age-defying products when you're over 25. Okay, so the next product I want to talk about is this primer base from Benefit, the Pro-Professional Balm to minimize the appearance of pores. I believe people are already very familiar with this product. It's just like a silicone-based primer to fill in your pores, so when you apply the foundation next, it will make your skin look more evenly and with less texture. I have to say I probably cannot live without silicone-based primer. I know like Jaclyn Hill, her favorite is Sisley. The primer really expensive, $200 something crazy. And you have Tarte, she like this Bobbi Brown, some sort of base thing. But nowadays I'm not as crazy of a groupie as I used to be, and I always purchase things which suit me the most because they too, one has like a combination skin, but she's older than I, and Jaclyn Hill has more like a dry skin. Yeah, she said that her skin is very dry, which is not my case. My skin is more like an oil side with like big pores, so I think those ones suit me better. I used to use this Smashbox, you know, that silicone one, the more transparent ones, but I just feel like that one it just doesn't bring me the joy to open it. It smells weird, like some sort of petroleum byproducts. This one has better design in the packaging, and the color has a little bit of the tinted moisturizer kind of color, and it feels less greasy than the Smashbox one. So I think I'm gradually shifting to this one, and we shall see which one's better. And I think they don't really make a big difference. They're just all like silicone based. But I kind of cannot live without because of my big pores and oil skin. Okay, so next one I want to talk about is more for the whole body. As we all know, summer is coming. I believe everyone just want to be the bronze goddess. When I was young, I really don't have a very broad knowledge of tanning. I was like, oh, I want to look tan. Let's just stay under the sun for hours. And guess what I got? Spots. Like spots on my knees, spots on my legs, which is not flattering. It always made me feel like I'm older people with those older people spots. So I think tanning lotion actually really solved this problem very well. You got the sun-kissed skin, bronze, glowing, whatever you want, but without the sun damage to your skin, leave those spots and wrinkles and drying up your skin, make you look like a roasted chicken. So over the years, I bought a lot of drugstore tanning stuff, mostly like L'Oreal or Jergens, but I find they don't really show such a big appearance. Some of them do leave a streak, so this time I chose the scent Tropez. It's pricier, of course, but I do like it. It says natural healthy glow, everyday mousse. It's a gradual tan classic, so you're not going to get tan overnight. One thing good I like about it is just after the shower, you just squeeze the mousse out and wipe it on your skin, and then wash your hand, call it a day. It's not going to leave any marks or stains on your white clothes or your sheets. It's very easy use. I just found it out to be handy, and I also like the smell. I think I will keep using their products. I'm kind of intrigued by their Purify line. Maybe I will try that one for my face in the future. So if you're like me, don't want to go to those tanning salon and don't want to bathing under the sun, but still want to get some tan, good looking tan, not orange kind of looking tan, you should try this brand. I think they're pretty good. So next one I want to talk about is a hair product. It was at that time I was just out of leave-in conditioner, so I was hunting for a different kind of leave-in conditioner because I want to try something new. So I found this one. It's the Matrix Biolage Advanced Keratindose Pro-keratin plus Silica, some Renewal spray. It is $23 for the retail price, and you got 6.7 ounce. It's a pretty middle range kind of price. I tried their hair shampoo and conditioner before, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. So I decided to give it a second chance, and I heard someone recommend this one. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I was just running out. I have to say, something about me is I really don't like the spray kind of thing as a product, especially for like, look at this. This is like kind of milky formula. You don't necessarily need a spray bottle. I prefer something I can dump in the palm of my hand and wipe it on my hair, because oftentimes I find myself spray this partially on my face and I don't really like it. I don't like any chemical. I'm not sure if it's good for my skin to be on my skin. So that's just something I don't like about it. But the formula per se, it's not too bad. You know, as the usual stuff, anti-frizz for the damage of the hair, provides targeted reinforcement for over-processed, color-treated, weak or fragile hair. It restores over-processed hair, leaving it 90% or more conditioned after one application. I wonder where's the 90% come from, like how you calculate it. You know, something like nerdy about me just jumped out. I was like, how did you get 90% instead of 89? Anyways, you know, usual stuff like tame the frizz, make it shine and manageable, provide instantly silkiness. They all promise those, like anti-frizz, look shine, help with damage and everything. I don't hate it, but it's not like a life-changing wow, like holy grail or anything. Like I would be fine without it and move on, keep looking for the next one. Does that make sense? Okay, so the next one is also a hair product, but I feel like this one is a life-changing product for me and I probably won't live without. It's the Kenra Professional Platinum Blow Dry Spray. It retails for $33 and it got 6.8 ounce. A little bit more than the drugstore, like double the price pretty much. So what it does is dramatically decrease blow dry time and it provides intense heat protection from damage and breakage. This lightweight formula detangles, smooths, and softens while eliminating frizz and resists humidity for long-lasting, healthy looking result. Dramatically decrease blow dry time by 50%. You get the idea. It says 50%. Like, how do you calculate? Well, this one you actually can calculate. If you just blow dry and then put this on and blow dry again, you probably can timing it to see, oh yeah, 50%, give or take. If you ask me before I purchased this thing, I was like, hey, do you want this blow dry spray? I was like, oh, it's a hoax. They just want to get your money. Look at this, $33 for 6.8 ounce. There's no such thing can decrease the time of your blow drying unless you have a powerful hair dryer. I would tell you that, but I was wrong. This thing totally changed my opinion. I don't see a lot of change of the hair shyness or anything else, but definitely decrease the hair dry time. I do have a T3 hair dryer, but it's the compact one, not the gigantic one. Yeah, I want to say 2 facts to affect the time it takes for you to dry your hair. No, actually probably more than 2 facts, but yeah, one is a powerful hair dryer. You might want to use like a salon grade like T3 or Dyson if you have that money. And also depend on like how much hair do you have. Seriously, I have a ton of hair. Like they really bugs me that much. They're like, oh, you have so much hair. It's such a... Why you make it sound like a good thing? It's not. I would rather wear those extensions so I can take it off and just be lightweight of my hair. This thing takes forever and sometimes you feel like you dry the surface, the inside is still wet. And if I don't use a hair dryer after washing my hair at night, it will never get dry. It sucks for me. So this thing really changed my life, really. Like, they didn't pay me to say that, but decrease the time of you drying your hair with a hair dryer actually will decrease the damage the hair dryer brought to your hair. And also, you save a lot of time. Usually it takes me like 30 minutes to dry my hair properly. I definitely chop the time in half. And I'm willing to spend some money to give my time back. I mean, time is money. Do the math. It's worth it. I will keep buying this thing. If not this brand, but definitely something. I've never tested this thing for heat damage because I have another spray bottle saying can resist the temperature of 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so I trust that one better than this one. This one is mostly just for blow dry, then using some tools to curl my hair and straighten my hair. And I really like this bottle too. I think it's really sleek. I've never tried anything from Kenra. I thought it's more like a salon brand. So this is the product I fall in love and I highly recommend you to buy some blow dry stuff because it works. It does work. Okay, that's all the products I want to mention in this video. I hope you guys are more clear about what to get for yourself. If you have similar situations, say you have a lot of hair and you have big pores, oily skin, you probably might find this video helpful. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel and you will see more videos coming out from me. So be sure to subscribe and I will see you guys next time. Bye!